Yes, the tactical units that have caused concern for many of the demonstrators and protesters, namely the lack of a specific insignia. Those are tactical units from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. They are charged with suppressing riots in prisons, in federal prisons. They were mobilized by Attorney General William Barr, along with agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and several other federal law enforcement agencies that would fall under federal guidance and federal jurisdiction several days ago. And now it's fully understandable so why people would be very apprehensive about seeing shock troops, what are de facto shock troops on the streets of the United States without any identifiable insignia. And I think the message that was being sent by the administration was twofold. One, I think that the psychological intent did indeed was indeed accomplished in that people were rightfully scared. Here was the unknown. Here was unidentified troops being mobilized, and it did give cause for concern. So I think that was definitely an intent in utilizing these tactical units from the Bureau of Prisons. Likewise, I think there was also a desperate move on the part of the administration in that they were just grabbing anyone they could get from within their jurisdiction because the military leaders in the Pentagon were resisting. We now know that there was a tremendous shouting match between the White House and the Pentagon about deploying U.S. troops. So not being able to mobilize the military in the manner and speed in which Donald Trump wanted to, Attorney General Barr then stepped in and just started grabbing federal policing units that he could deploy, which included these tactical units that have no insignia, and deploying them onto the streets. Incidentally, these are their regular uniforms within prisons. However, they could have been given a temporary insignia identifying which agency they worked for, which wasn't even done. These were just individuals in black tactical units and body armor that didn't even indicate a name, didn't indicate whether they were even a police. I mean, for all the protesters knew, these just could have been people they grabbed, sympathetic right-wing agitators that they could have grabbed off the street and deputized without any proper clearance or background. So these types of back and forth tactics between the two sides in this is escalate tensions, further divide the country, and it is sad. And of course, I hearken back to how many times the United States has criticized other countries when these types of situations have erupted, and now you see the greatest hypocrisy of all in the United States, literally hammering its own citizens and wanting to deploy its own military that is used in war. It's all rather interesting, and we are now seeing the beast of the American system fully unmasked.